Hey, what's up everybody? It's Rox and I'm coming to you today with the review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, the reunion for season 4, part 3. I am really trying to concentrate, you guys. There is some bird shit on my windshield that is really just killing me softly. Show you guys. See, y'all see that? Do y'all see that? On my damn sun, whatever that's called. What the fuck did that damn bird have to eat? It's really messing with my concentration, but I'm gonna work really hard to make it right for y'all. But that shit is terrible. So I wasn't really sure how to proceed with this review because the show last night was really hard to follow for me for some reason. It was like they hopped all over the place. You know, it was just no real form to the night. I just feel like Andy was throwing stuff out at them and seeing how they were going to take it. So I decided to give each girl their own individual breakdown, and y'all, just my opinion on the night and the season as a whole. And it's going to take a minute. I hope it don't take up my whole lunch though, you guys, because sis is hungry and I got a meeting at 2 o'clock that I got to be in. So I'm trying to do all this at the same time. At the same damn time. And as a little side fun, a little trivia for today, there's a website called celebritynetworth.com, and I decided to go on there and put everybody's net worth up when I put their name up for their section of the video. So I don't know how accurate it is, but I thought that it was just interesting to just put up just as a little tee-hee-hee and give us some perspective on the girls and, you know, what they may or may not have. So with all that said, let's get to it, shall we? So I think that because Phaedra got all tripped up with her, you know, what exactly Apollo does in his regular life, I think she just decided that she was going to sit her ass over there on the left side of that stage and be quiet. She ain't said nothing really for the whole night other than made some facial expressions and reactions. I didn't have anything on her at all. The only thing is, you know, Phaedra has a lot going for herself. I thought it was interesting that she is going to be doing a fitness tape. I think we all agree that that was something that Sheree should have done because, you know, we all knew Sheree to be very in shape and always working out and, you know, supposedly exercise and health conscious. And then she didn't, you know, capitalize on the damn fitness tape. I think that might have actually bought her some more airtime on the show, maybe another season, because, you know, she didn't have nothing going on in the show, just couldn't figure out why they had her. So, you know, Sheree missed that bus and Phaedra's riding it now. When I was looking at Sheree, it felt like that same sound, like when you stick a needle in a balloon and then you just slowly let the air leak out of it. She looks defeated, and I feel defeated for her. Evidently, she knew that she was fired. They had already told her that her contract wasn't being renewed before this show came. Before the reunion was even aired. So, you know, some people say that's the reason why Sheree just came in there just like gangbusters, you know, really thinking that she was gonna, you know, get everything off her chest. And then, to make matters worse, Andy, who really was messy last night, I'm telling you, he is a great host. He has no problem saying what we all think. He has no problem putting it out there. He's I don't know nobody who can just confront, you know, the women like that and for them to respect him enough to not go off on him. He brought up the fight with that she had with Marlo in South Africa. I totally understood what Sheree was saying. She was just basically like, Marlo, you know, you weren't a friend of mine, really like that, and I didn't even know you were coming. This dinner party was already set. I didn't think that Cynthia would leave NeNe. That's why I hadn't invited them, and I had already, you know, picked out who I was going to invite. Yes, it was kind of messy and all of that, but, you know, that's what she said, and I understood that. Then Andy brought up, you know, She by Sheree. And She by Sheree is fucking D by Dead. Okay, that label is not coming back. It never actually even made it to the scene. I mean, you know, the stuff that she had, she wasn't even pleased with. And, you know, we suffered through a fashion show by Dwight and all his foolishness. But You know, that She by Sheree is not making a comeback, and I don't know why they keep on bringing it up. Then y'all, to just to put the capper on everything is when they decided to show like a greatest moments of Sheree on the show. I mean, we know she ain't coming back, but damn, do you guys have to really just do it like this? It was interesting to see how everybody has changed over the seasons. I mean, Kim's wigs used to be the most shiniest baby doll hair wigs. I don't know what she's done to her face differently. It just seems very different in the shape of her face. I don't know if she's had any work done and she might have filled in her cheeks. Something is different about Kim's face, but all of their faces look different. NeNe needs to personally thank her plastic surgeon because she looks totally different and for the better. Even Sheree, I couldn't put my finger on what it was going on with Sheree, but even Sheree, I always thought that Sheree looked, you know, has been most consistent on looking pretty good on the show, even from when it first started. But, you know, even she's looking different and better. So, yeah, and I told you guys how it is on these reality shows. The first season, everybody is always fucked up. Remember how Tamar Braxton used to look on Braxton Family Values? When they get to that second season, and they done been through all of the ringer that everybody put them through, they know how to look. Basketball Wives LA, watch. When they come back, they gonna look totally different than they did last season. But that little going down memory lane for Sheree, I was like, all they needed to do was play like a Gladys Knight, you know, rendition of the way we were. I was like, this is really sad. You guys, Cynthia, I swear, she is going to make me have like a hemorrhoid flare up. I mean, she makes my ass muscles just do like this, tight, tight. Every time I see her, I'm just like, shut up, stupid ass. She is just, what is wrong with her? For the first two parts of this reunion special, she ain't really had too much to say other than being all the way up the crack of NeNe's black ass and sitting there while Peter made a fool out of herself once again by being disrespectful and you know, just being his normal arrogant cocky self. But on tonight, after Marlo came on the show last night, it was like Cynthia got some kind of misguided set it off type power that she felt that she needed to express herself. I was like Kim, you know, Cynthia decided to say, put her 2 cents in on, you know, the wrongs of Kim dating a married man. And like Kim said, I was like, what the fuck? Why are you even talking? What do you have to do with anything? Anything on this show at this moment, what do you have to do with? But she was big and bad, y'all. She was big and bad. She had on her big girl panties. Now, she was sitting behind Marlo, so we know that she was, you know, she was kind of doing one of these kind of things, you know, kind of behind the chair like this. She's putting in her opinion about Kim sleeping with a married man, and nobody cared. It's like, where do you come from, Cynthia? Then, for whatever reason, the girls tried to get her to understand how she changes when she's with NeNe. Now, we done all seen it all season. Not only does she change when she's around NeNe or when she's around the talls, but she also changes when she's around the smalls, and she even changes when she's on her one-on-one. She is really like 3 people wrapped up into one person. She calls herself going off on Kandi when, you know, she talks about how they all run back and report to Kim as their leader, which I personally don't really see. So I don't know where that part comes from. You know, either side. I don't think any side besides Cynthia looking to NeNe as her leader, I don't think anybody else really follows anybody on this show. I guess she thought she was really doing something to Kandi by flipping her damn Milky Way beach wave 22-inch hair in her face, but Kandi was just looking at her like, bitch, please. So I guess when you know, Cynthia talks to NeNe, it's just her being a friend, but when you know, the smalls all do it to Kim, then it is them bowing down next to Sweetie up to their master. Cynthia is one of the worst kind of followers because she won't pick a team, winning or losing, and stick with it. Instead, she just hops around like the most unwanted free agent. She's like the new Lamar Odom of the damn show. Just a fucking pitiful ass mess. All right, you guys. So after watching Marlo last night, I really think I have figured her out. She is one of those girlfriends that you have, women, who says, look, watch this. I'm going to fuck with them all night. I'm going to say some shit just to piss them off and watch. I bet you I'll piss everybody off. I bet you I can make every single person on that damn stage mad. Watch. And then she proceeded to do just that. Because it was horrible what she pulled out of Kandi. You know, and Kandi having to justify her boyfriend, which we all know that she doesn't have to do, because we all know that Kandi is in a relationship and we know how these things work in a relationship. Y'all hear that? That's the train. That's what happens when you film on location. But it was ugly what Marlo did to Kandi, you know, calling her sugar mama and all of that, and making Kandi react the way she did. We saw how she came for Kim in the last part of the reunion, and she even told Sheree that it was her loss that she didn't invite somebody as beautiful and wonderful as the Marlo to her dinner in South Africa. And you know, that alone made me just know that Marlo is just fucking with these girls, and because they let her do it, she's doing it. I bet you she don't even take herself seriously. I bet you she just wanted to see what she could do and how far she could push the ladies. People don't act this way in real life. They just don't, you know. I've known people who have the same gift, if that's what you want to call it, as Marlo, and it's really just the gift of fucking with people. And the best way to combat a person like this is just to shrug them off. You know, if they tell you that you don't have any money, you just be like, oh, well, maybe I don't. You just can't feed into it, because the more that you feed into it, the more she just throws shit out there. Half the shit don't even have to make sense. She just say it to say it. And you be so pissed off about the fact that she done got up under your skin, you just want to just shut her up. She's not going to shut up. She's going to keep on saying it, and she's just going to keep on pushing you more and more to that edge. She almost got to shut the fuck up Marlo from old Rocky, but then that was trumped by how bad I think she is. I just love her style, you guys. I know. I sold out. You guys, Kandi, I was proud of her this reunion. Last season, I was really irritated with Kandi, but you know, to be fair to her, she was going through a lot because she was a newbie on the show, first of all. She was green to this whole reality drama, and you know, she was getting over the death of her fiance. So, you know, she was very fragile, I think, in the last reunion, and crying a lot, and, you know, never getting her point across, and really just kind of got railroaded a little bit. So this season, I think Kandi was ready for every motherfucker up on that stage, right? She didn't have that broke up cry that she normally has. She stood up for herself plenty of times. It had no problems talking about how she felt to NeNe, Cynthia, anybody on the stage. She was present in this damn reunion. And, you know, even when the Marlo took her there, even when the Marlo broke her, I still was like, good, because sometimes you just got to say the shit, okay? Sometimes you just got to say it. Kandi has always been very mum is the word about her finances. And I still think that she is very mum's the word about her finances. But it's because she doesn't have to talk the talk. You know, Kandi is walking the walk. Victory is best won when people can see your successes. And I think that's how it is for Kandi. I mean, this show, Kandi being on this show was genius, okay? She was just really basically known as an ex-member of Escape, and you know, we knew that she wrote we knew that she was a songwriter and everything, but I think that this show was such a good platform for her and her businesses and the things that she wants to do, and stepping even further into her career. And you know, she got her man, and just like she said, if she want to, she could take care of every motherfucker up on that stage. Even Andy was amused by that. I think he was shocked that she would say that, because we so used to Kandi just kind of taking, you know, just not just letting it go and just being like, oh well. Andy laughed like, okay, Kandi, I didn't know you had it in you. And I was glad that she said that. So, you know, I think next season Kandi is going to be much stronger. Much, much stronger. All right, you guys, they beat us over the head with that damn Big Papa thing. Like, I think we are all over the Big Papa thing, aren't we? She is now married, and she has kids, and she's in a new family and a new relationship. And it's just like, why keep beating it over our heads that she was messing with a married man? I don't care if he was divorced, separated, whatever it is, it's over. I know y'all like to keep that shit going, but why? I don't know if you guys noticed, but for like the last 20 minutes of part 3, they really just concentrated on NeNe and Kim's relationship. Now, NeNe and Kim, along with Sheree, are just the last of the 3 Mohicans. So they were the 3 originals that are still left on the show. You know, they wanted to know how Kim felt about NeNe's gig on Glee, and you know, Kim was happy for her. Just like, you know, that's good that you was able to get something like that. And I was glad that Kim took the high road. I don't know if NeNe would have said the same for Kim. She would have probably held comment, because NeNe is a little bit more proud and not willing to back up so easily. But it was good that Kim did that. And there was some civility between the 2 of them. They have this stupid thing where they want everybody to say something nice about each other. You know, Kim and Sheree to say something nice about NeNe and back. And Kim said that NeNe's fun, because she's always said that. I have a feeling that Kim does miss that friendship, but I think that she's not going to try to come forward if NeNe doesn't make any kind of, you know, effort to. And I think NeNe is over it. I don't think NeNe wants to be friends with Kim anymore. But you guys, y'all know how I feel about Kim. I like her. I think that Kim is able to hold her on this show. Yeah, Kim can handle each and every one of these girls, even the Marlo, who I just wish somebody would tell me what kind of hair that was she had, please. Alright, you guys, I thought it was interesting how NeNe broke down how the show was originally cast. One of my viewers had told me a couple of weeks ago or last week or something how NeNe was responsible for getting everybody on there. So I knew already, but I still thought that it was good to hear NeNe say how these girls got the gig. She was chosen by the producer, and then, you know, she gave suggestions of who she thought they could cast. Sheree and Kim were both friends of hers. Kim is very grateful that NeNe put her on the show, and she should be. And I think that Sheree should be grateful also, because, you know, this show has changed their lives now. It's probably going to be harder for Sheree to be grateful when she knows she got one foot out the door. But the fact of the matter is, you rode this wave for how long you could, and it's really because NeNe did that for you. They talked about NeNe's love for Greg, and I think NeNe and Greg might, something tells me that they might end up back together. I don't know what it is that NeNe's going through. Maybe she's got some shit that she needs to work out on her own. I've heard rumors that their divorce is financial, is for financial reasons, and not necessarily that they don't want to be together anymore. You know, you just can't never really believe any of these rumors. You don't know what happens in people's relationships. But I do feel like, I just don't know. Something about that Greg situation, I don't know. She carefully treaded lightly around the John issue, the little slime ball guy that showers her with the gifts, because I can tell that she don't want to fuck that up. NeNe is in a good place right now. She's in a good place. You guys, I really want to like NeNe again. She is complex. She's a difficult person. Like, you know, like on the show yesterday, I liked her. Like, you know, when Marlo's around, it's so funny. But for some reason, when Marlo is around, NeNe seems to have a lot more sense. She's another one who next season I'm going to be interested in seeing how she is portrayed. She and Kandi, I believe, will be the ones that have the most going on in their lives that's going to really change. So we'll see. Okay, you guys, that's it. So did you guys see how much everybody is supposedly worth? It was interesting, huh? I mean, I don't know how accurate that is, like I said. I mean, obviously, we have seen Marlo wear an outfit that costs more than $60,000. So I think we can probably all agree that either she has some money that she is getting up under the table, or she is spending somebody else's money. And I think answer number B might be the right one. I'm going to miss doing this show. This was 23 weeks of reviews, and now that this is gone and I don't have another show to do other than Basketball Wives, I'm really going to have to come up with some stuff, because I still want to get at least 2 videos up a week. So we'll see what happens. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox, and my channel is for itsrox, and everything else that I do will be in the bottom bar below. Okay? I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxtars. Bye.